Okay, in this video, it's just a quick rant about detailing, people that want to start a detailing business, if you have to be passionate about it, what I would do if I was to start all over, how your detailing business is absolutely nothing special and there's nothing new that you have to figure out compared to so many other businesses in the local space. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a rant. Leave your comments, questions, thoughts down below, and let's get into this video. Do you have to be completely passionate about what you're doing in your business in order to do your business? For us detailers, do you absolutely have to be passionate about cleaning cars and detailing cars in order to start a detailing business? In my opinion, I'm gonna say a big fat no. If you ask me what are my biggest passions or things I love to do in life right now, is detailing gonna be the top 3? Absolutely not. Is that a problem? Absolutely not. You don't absolutely have to be completely passionate about what you're doing in order to be great at it. So with me, and this will make sense in a little bit, but there's too many detailers that are too passionate about what they're doing in terms of the actual detailing part of things when it comes to starting and growing a business. As you can imagine, I get literally dozens and dozens of emails, comments, messages per week about people just starting their business. They want to start as a side gig, eventually go full-time, and every single time, I kid you, 90% of the time, I just see too much of a detailer inside, or not, the way they talk to me, the question that they're asking, the way that they're setting up their website, the way they're posting on Facebook, is like they're too hyper passionate, if that's even a word, about detailing, where you're so consumed about this small piece of the puzzle when it comes to actually running a business. I know you get caught up in watching YouTube videos and Instagram accounts and Facebook pages of these detailers working on high-end vehicles. It looks like their schedule's booked out. They have their own shop. They have a Sprinter van. They have this full setup on their mobile rig. And you fantasize or romanticize about like this glamorous lifestyle of like, oh, you're such a high-end detailer. You have all these polishers and compounds and polishes and towels and pads and products and this, and you know, people ask you, and you fantasize so much about this, what it is to like be this detailer person. But the problem is like you're only focused on the detailing part of things. You're not focused on the actual big picture. Look, detailing and running a business are two completely different things, right? Being a lawyer and running a law firm are two completely different things. Being a dentist and running your own practice are two completely different things. Being an HVAC specialist and running your own business are two completely different things. Being a software coder and running your own software company is a completely different thing. Being a graphic designer and running your own graphic design firm is a completely different thing. They're two completely different entities. So yes, you can be as passionate as you absolutely want when it comes to detailing. You can love everything, but that's not going to translate into actually running a business. I mean, I see tons of comments on my channel and plenty of other channels of detailing channels of like, dude, you spent too much, you didn't spend enough time, that wasn't great results, it wasn't perfect, you should have done this, you should have done that. And I'm not blaming those people because obviously they're not business owners. They do this as a hobby or just keyboard warriors. So there's no blaming on that. But there's also a good majority of those people that truly think that's what a business is. Where like, as a detailing business, where you're supposed to go after every scratch. Where your OCD, which so many people will say they have OCD, which they don't. They just can't, they don't have the discipline to not just indulge in their own self-interest of detailing. Where it's like there's gonna be limitations, both monetary and time constraints on what you're actually doing. So to the person that's interested in starting a business, that has this little, you know, spark of fire of like, hey, look, I kind of like detailing, I want to make money, or I'm very passionate about detailing, I want to go full time with this. Like, it's most of the stuff you have to do is completely away from detailing, right? When it comes to getting customers, it has nothing to do with detailing. When it comes to selling your services, it has nothing to do with detailing, kind of, but not really. When it comes to like creating your website, it has nothing to do with detailing. When it comes to like writing out operations, when it comes to like hiring someone, it has nothing to do with detailing. Detailing is like 10% of actually running a detailing business. So I mean, you can go back to like the first, I don't know about the first 10 videos. By the way, my first video is probably like one of the most cringiest, embarrassing videos you can watch. You should watch it. But like if you go in the first, I don't know, 10, 15 videos, like from the very beginning I've said you have to spend most of your time and energy on what? On marketing and sales. I would put detailing so far back, like if I could rewind all the way back to 2011, I would spend all my time, money, resources, and energy on marketing and sales, and I would push detailing all the way to the far back until I really needed to do it. Because the biggest thing is like, what do you need? You need customers, you need revenue. If you don't have either of those, you don't really have a business going on. You just have a hobby that you can't make money out of. So to me, like on my off days when I'm not working, when I'm not detailing customers' cars, do I go out and spend another 4 hours detailing my vehicle because I'm passionate about it? No, because there's so many other things I could be doing other than that. So, and don't take it the wrong way of like, oh, he says he's not passionate, he doesn't care about his customers. And, I mean, that's such a ill mindset, wrong mentality to have. Like, just because you're not passionate does not mean you don't do a great job. Now, don't get me wrong, do I enjoy detailing? Of course, like instant gratification. I like cleaning, taking from something dirty to clean. The customer's reaction, that's great. I'm very happy with that. But what I like most about running a detailing business is, like I just said, the customer's reaction, right? Them saying, I thought this car couldn't be cleaned again. I thought this was so bad. I hired 3 other detailers, and then their reaction, right? So let's say I had to start all over from back in 2011, right? Knowing what I know now. Here's what I do, right? For so many people that I get emails from about like, what I do to get customers and stuff, or how do I get started? Any advice that you can give me, aside from the already 250 videos that I have, and watch those. So if I would start all over, it would literally be, right, instead of spending, I would spend the least, and I mean the least amount of money on tools and products. Just starting off, when I was in 2011, so I was like 18, I think, I would start off with like just offering basic car washes and interior cleanings. That's it. And I wouldn't really, again, like if I had a full-time job at that time, or part-time student, I think, I don't know. Regardless, I would focus all my time learning and implementing marketing strategies. You have Facebook ads, you have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have search engine optimization, you have whatever else you have. I would spend all my time understanding and implementing what I can with those things. I would try to, if I had friends that had their own business, or I knew of someone that had a business, or I worked at a small business, I would ask them if I could market their business for free, like on my off time. That's a lot more helpful to you long-term for your detailing business, rather than you focusing on detailing things. I would learn as much as I can about marketing, implement it in like you starting your own business and in someone else's business if you can. On the side of that, of course, you still need to improve your skills and get better at that. So yeah, I would spend a few hours a day or a few hours a week actually practicing, honing on your skills, but I would not put that on the forefront. I would literally spend a good 12 months, well, let's say a good 3 to 6 months learning and implementing marketing as much as I can. And then the next 6 months, really diving deep into your own business and marketing that. And you're gonna say, well, you know, I don't wanna spend 3 to 6 months working on someone else's business when I can work on mine. Look, it's a long-term game, right? Whether it's in 1 year or 3 years, if you're trying to do this for the next 10 years, set yourself up for success in the very beginning. Spend a majority of your time learning the completely different skill that has nothing to do with detailing, which is actually growing a business by getting customers. And there's many other things you're gonna have to focus on, like finances, bookkeeping, which you don't have to learn all of it, but you just have to have a basic understanding of what things are, so you know what to do when the time comes, right? Like you're just not gonna avoid taxes or finances or like bookkeeping, and then at the end of the year be like, hey, what do I do? Like you gotta set yourself up for success from the beginning, and that's not gonna evolve around just detailing. Imagine, like most of us are gonna quit our jobs, or at least lower our hours that we're working per week to go start a business, right? So we're working at this full-time job, working however many hours, or we're making however much money, right? And then we're gonna leave that job to spend more time on our detailing business. And then once we leave that job and we're working on our own business, then we're saying, okay, how do I get customers? Instead, what's a lot more beneficial and a lot easier for you to do is to leave your job once you're already getting a consistent flow of customers, right? So would you rather leave your job when you're getting no customers, or would you rather leave your job when you're already getting phone calls every single day, or at least a couple times per week, right? Is it easier to leave your job when you're already making money, or leave your job and then figure out how to make money, right? And it's very possible to still be a full-time student or full-time job or a combination of either, market your business, not be able to service the customers, which is fine. I would rather not be able to service customers, but get phone calls from potential customers, rather than leave my job, be able to take on those customers, but not have any customers. Hopefully that makes sense. So to give you more specifics, before leaving a job, before quitting school, before any of that, I would work on getting my website on the first page of Google That's it. I would focus on getting, over the next 7 months, I would focus on getting 25-star reviews. Over those 6 months, I would do all my time and energy on SEO, and I would, detail on the weekends just to get experience. I wouldn't go get trained or anything. I would just focus on getting experience. But I would put all my time and energy into ranking on my website on the first page of Google. That way, after those 6 months, and I put in the work, and I'm starting to get phone calls, life becomes so much easier to do whatever you want, right? It's much easier to quit your job, or to make more money, or to grow your business, or to buy more equipment, or to hire a helper when you're getting customers and you're getting phone calls and you're actually making money. So that's literally what I would do if I were to start all over. Like, there's no magical formula to this anymore. Like, how many other businesses have succeeded? How many other businesses are using SEO or Instagram or Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube to grow their business? Like, there's no hidden formula, right? Like, there's absolutely nothing that's a secret that's hidden from you, that you need to reach some level of status in order to like find out how to grow your business. Like, we just run a local detailing business. We clean and detail cars. The same thing applies to lawyers. The same thing applies to dentists. The same thing applies to chiropractors. The same thing applies to HVAC specialists. The same thing applies to pet groomers. The same thing applies to landscaping businesses. The same thing applies to architects. The same thing applies to so many industries in the local space, because we don't have anything that's like innovative or groundbreaking, right? We didn't create the Uber or the Airbnb or these huge unicorn tech companies. Like, we literally clean a car, or we just, in the local space, it's all repetitive. Like, the formula is there. You just literally need to find it, execute it, and there you go. And I'll end the video right there. Leave your thoughts, comments, questions, feedback in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.